Hey lovely ladies, it's Jessie Danson with Dancin' for Joy, and if you're wondering where I am, since this is not my normal house background, I'm in a rehab facility recovering from transverse myelitis. If you've not seen my video explaining that, I will link it in the description box below. And this entire time over the last few weeks that I've been experiencing this transverse myelitis, losing the ability to walk and then slowly working toward that again, I've been trying to really pay attention to my body and think of how to describe what I'm feeling beyond using the word weird, which is the word that comes to mind most often. I had a friend recently visit with her children, and her daughter, who's very inquisitive, asked me, "Miss Jessie, what does it feel like?" And so I was glad to have a description ready for her, and I'd like to share that with you as well. So the main sensation that I've been feeling from about my rib cage down ever since this started is tingling all the way down to my feet and a bit of numbness. So if you touch me, I can feel it, but it's not as sensitive as normal. It's a more dull feeling. And then some tightness in my feet. My feet have felt like they're in a very tight sock from the ankle to the toes. And I can move my feet around, I can move my legs, but there's definitely a tightness that does not go away around my feet. And I have, I'm not sure the correct word for this, but I'm not aware of the position of my feet most of the time, or my legs. So if I'm laying in bed and I'm on my side, I could start with my legs stacked, one on top of another, but if they fall one way or the other during my sleep, I can't really tell how they are unless I look at them. Or one day in therapy, my therapist had me close my eyes, and she would move my knee from a 90 or a right angle to part way out or all the way out, and ask me to tell her where my feet were, or my leg, what kind of angle, and half the time I was guessing wrong. So even though I can feel touch and some pressure, I'm not completely aware of the position of my feet and my legs without looking at them, which is really bizarre. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, the sensation of standing up. When I first stood up in therapy after being bedridden for about a week, I felt like I was floating. My legs were supporting me and I could look down and see that, but my upper body almost felt like it was just hovering in midair, and that the legs supporting me were not my own legs. Over the next couple days, as my muscles got stronger and probably some more nerve connections healed, I've been able to feel the muscles in my legs much more. So it's not a floating feeling now when I stand up, it's more the feeling of being carried on a powerful machine. Like I can feel the power of my muscles in my legs propelling me to a standing position, and it's just kind of like I've ridden on a machine to this standing position, and it's powerfully supporting me down there. However, my balance is not there yet, so I do need to hold on to a walker usually. This week in therapy, I've been able to go hands-free on the walker, but only for a limited time, and then I need to touch the walker again for that stability. So it's just been the weirdest thing I've ever experienced with my body and my sensations. And as the nerves continue to heal and the signals between my body and my brain continue to reconnect, I will continue to get back to normal. I don't know how long that's going to take. I just remembered one other funny thing. Well, it's not funny, but weird thing, two actually. And these started early on before we even knew I had transverse myelitis. We just knew something was wrong. My toes had the reflex, instead of like to curl under, to curl up. And when we were first going to the doctor, my feet were spasming and my toes would just stick up straight, which was a little bit alarming because we didn't know what it was, but also kind of comical because it was completely out of my control. And my legs would also tighten up. So if I was moving position mainly, like if I was sitting down or getting ready to stand up or something, my legs would just stick out straight, like tightened, almost like a reflex that I couldn't control. And I would just have to wait for them to be done doing that, and then I could go on with whatever I was intending to do. So just weird things that my body is doing in response to this nerve damage, and I am healing. It's been a few weeks without looking at the calendar, but I've been in this rehab facility for 1 week, I know, and it's been good progress, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of a description in case you're wondering what this feels like for me. If you have any more questions, please comment down below. I'd love to talk about it some more, and I hope you're all having a very blessed day.